Before we crack on with the thieving grind, there is 62 farming. So another quick thing I want to do before I go on to thieving is I'm going to go and complete this farming contract because the cactus should now be grown, and I'm going to plant the other cactus seed to make a space in my inventory. And there we go, farming guild contract completed. I'm going to clear this patch and plant a new one. So I've just had my first death while thieving. I'm hoping that the seed box stays on the floor. As far as I'm aware, if you die outside of the wilderness to a PVM death, your seed box should stay on the floor. I think they changed it a little while back. It used to get destroyed, but we shall see when I get there. And here is where we find out, do I get my seed box back? Gotta find where I died first. Oh, there we go. It looks like I lost it, but I can't see. Doesn't matter if I have lost it, I can go get that one back later. Oh, no, there it is. It's there. Or did I misclick? Open seed box. Has it got the seeds in? Oh, nice. See, I don't lose it. Cool. Alright, so I didn't actually lose anything then. Nice. I did lose my chronicle though, but I'm used to that by now. I was just doing a birdhouse run and I got a magic seed. Unfortunately I have to drop this because I will not be able to plant this for some time. The audio in this clip is going to sound spliced, and that's because I've had to re-record over it as the clip messed up and lost half of the audio. But in this clip I got a teak seed. This is brilliant because I wanted to grow one of these on Fossil Island. There is the teak sapling planted, and the only heartbreaking part about doing this is it costs 15 of my precious limpwort roots to protect. But I kinda have to protect it. I can't rely on this staying alive because if it dies, it may take me ages to get another teak seed. Just running out of the last of my 500 pineapples that I stockpiled. I am currently level 62, as you would have noticed, 17.5k from 63, and I'm going to have to go stock up on a whole bunch more pineapples. While doing a farm run recently, I got a maze random, and I got 43 coal from it. I've decided to keep it for now, because I might hold on to it and use it later. I'll probably end up dropping it, knowing me, but for now I'm going to have to pop over to Brimhaven and restock on my pineapples. Also, as a side note, I've started during my herb runs to plant Ranar seeds in Hosidius because they cannot die there, and I figured this would be better than in the long run planting them all over the place and losing the seeds, obviously, because they would die. So that will guarantee that the rest of these 8 Ranar seeds will survive, and I should get a nice chunk of Ranars at the end. Hopefully the rest of the herbs will allow me to get 38 herb lore so I can make prayer potions, which will utilise the most XP out of all of these herbs. Just doing a quick farm run and 64 farming. I can now grow potato cacti, which I actually have 2 seeds for in here. I'm not sure where I'm going to plant it. Maybe plant one in Al-Kharid and drop the other. I'm not sure just yet. Was just doing a small farm run during the thieving grind, and I got the Lederhosen random. Now, I used to not do these randoms because obviously I had nowhere to put the outfit, but hopefully I can get a piece of the outfit, and I will be able to store this in my house. And here we are. We should be able to store the Lederhosen inside here. Yep. And there we go, we can start saving up for the full outfit. I was just working my way through a birdhouse run, and I got 44 crafting after making a willow birdhouse. One more level and I'll be able to make maples. Just after the previous clip, I got a teak seed out of the nest. I'm going to plant this, but I'm probably not going to protect it, as I'm eventually going to plant 2 mahogany trees where the other 2 patches are, so I'm not too bothered if it dies, and I kind of value the limpwort roots more. Was just finishing up a farm run, and I got a random that gave me 2 uncut diamonds. So I came over to Al-Kharid because I'm going to sell them to the gem trader, and I figured while I'm here actually going to take out a potato cactus seed, and of course the weeds regrow, and I'm going to plant it in this patch here, which I should be able to. There we go. And hopefully that doesn't die, and I can come back to that later and get some potato cacti, if I need it. I probably won't need it for a while because it's used in quite a high level herb lore potion, but it gets the seed planted, so it's quite nice. Yeah, I won't need them for ages. It's at level 76. Quick pit stop for a farming run, and 65 farming, and this unlocks the next area of the farming guild, and also unlocks Hespori, which is really cool because this is actually a death storage if I want to use it. As I only have 10 HP and a level 3, I probably won't, considering the chance of me dying again afterwards is quite likely. But it's still nice to consider. Wanted to make this quick milestone clip. We've just hit our first 1 mil on the account. I was going to record when I hit the 1 mil, but I completely forgot like an idiot. But hey, there's 1 mil cash. It's like another 13-14 mil to go. Another quick pit stop for a farm run and birdhouse run, and I got a U seed. I'm actually going to replace the maple tree that I currently planted in Tavley with this yew tree, because in future I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of grinding of crafting anyway, and I'll probably get like 60 crafting at least, so I'll be able to make yew birdhouses in the future. So if I grow this in Tavley, I can use that yew tree to get my yew logs for the birdhouse run. In addition, to protect a yew tree I need cactus spines, and I currently have a cactus planted in the farming guild. So I'm going to head over there and get some spines, stack them up, and then when I have 10 I will go and plant the yew seed. Now that I'm back at the farming guild to get my cactus spines, I can also access this area because I got 65 farming before, which gives me another herb patch, and it gives me a tree patch, which is really nice. So I'm going to plant another herb here, and I'll come get this once I've finished thieving. Here we are planting the last herb seed that I have. I'm probably going to use up all of these seeds on birdhouse runs, and try and use up all of these fruit trees, but then I'll be solely focused on grinding thieving. Just in the middle of using up the last of my fruit saplings, and I got a Hespori seed, except for this time I can actually go and plant it. So I think I might go and plant this in the farming guild, so that in the future, if I decide I want to, I can use it as a death storage. Here we are at the farming guild, time to plant the first and only Hespori seed. And there we go, Hespori seed planted. And here we have the final pickpocket for 90 thieving. There we go, 90 thieving is complete. I'm getting really tired of doing Ardy Nights. It's giving me kind of serious RSI. So what I might try and do is get one more thieving level and then attempt a change of pace and go over and try and do some pyramid plunder. It is actually possible to do this as a level 3. It's a little bit awkward, but shouldn't be too difficult, and if I manage to get a Pharaoh Scepter, then I can actually just teleport straight to the pyramid, and it's a lot easier for me. I know that Ardy Nights are going to be better for me in the long run, because obviously the money that they give me, but I kind of want to change it up a bit, so Pyramid Plunder might be done. We shall see when I get the next level. And there is 91 thieving. I actually logged off the other night and just popped on now to finish the level, which is why he's not stuck in the bank, but that now unlocks the final room in Pyramid Plunder. So in reference to the previous clip, I'm actually going to stop pickpocketing Ardy Nights now, because it's got very grindy and I wanted a change of pace, but we managed to get a total of 6.8 mil from the Ardy Nights, which is really nice. If I did this all the way to 99, I would end up with about 13-14 14 mil I think, but I don't need that much money at the moment, and the only thing I really need money for is construction. But considering after 99 thieving I can pickpocket them without fail, I will probably come back after 99 and pickpocket them some more to get the money I need for construction. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go grab a pickaxe and I'm going to go mine and use up this noted coal that I have, and then I'm going to go over and use up as many of these herbs as I possibly can. I don't think I'll be able to use the irits and avantos because I think irits require 45 and I'm relying on the rest of them to get me to 45, but I will use up as many of these herbs as I can and clear up a whole bunch of invent space, and then I will prepare for pyramid plunder. Wow, that's hard to say. So I'm up here at Doric's Anvil, smithing the steel bars into dart tips, and I figured while I'm so close to Taverley and the house portal, I'm actually going to go and swap out my rogue outfit for my graceful outfit, because I won't be needing the rogue outfit while doing pyramid plunder anyway, and graceful is really nice for the energy regeneration. And here we are in the house, going to store the rogue outfit. Oh, I need to enter the pin. Gotta protect that rogue outfit, I guess. So there's the rogue stored, and let's grab the graceful. There we go, graceful recovered and back to smithing. So I just got a gravedigger random, and I'm actually going to do it because if I get some of the outfit I can store it in my house, and I'm not that far from Taverley anyway. This is going to make smithing a little bit more awkward because I'm going to have less space, which is already awkward enough as it is, but I want to start collecting these items now that I can store them in the costume room. And there we go, the random event completed. And let's see what we get for the reward for this. Hate dialogue that I can't click through. And I didn't even get a piece of clothing, I got the zombie walk emote, so that's pretty cool. Another emote unlocked. And that is the last of the steel bars used up, all the coal is used. I'm now going to fletch all of these darts and drop them. And I'm going to head over to Taverley to buy some vials of water so I can start herblore training. The first potions I'll be making are the strength potions, as I have both the ingredients in my inventory, and it just means I can clear up space a bit quicker. And then obviously I'll work my way through attack, Haralander, Ranar, Toplax, etc. So I've chosen to drop the RD cloak for now, so I can have an extra invent slot, because obviously I'm not wearing it anymore now that I have the graceful one. Once I've finished all of the herblore grind, I will go and get another one, but I think the extra invent space would be really handy for the herblore training. So I'm going to head over to the west bank of Falador and grind out all of these herbs. And there we have 38 herblore, which is a really cool unlock because that now gives me access to prayer potions. Obviously these aren't very useful for me to drink, but I have 93 Ranars here, which I can now use to make prayer potions. And that is all the strength potions done. Now I'm going to go grab some Eyes of Newt from Taverley, and I'm actually going to head over to Varrock and make these, because then I can just note them all and drop them. So I didn't realise how awkward it was to actually use this method. Apparently you need 2 invent spaces, otherwise he won't decant for you. He'll tell you that you don't have enough space, despite the fact that I already have the potions here. So I'm probably going to move down to Varrock Bank, because there's a lot of people here and I keep misclicking. And I will probably make the rest of the potions in Varrock West Bank, and then I'll just drop them like I was doing with the strength potions. And that is all the attack potions made. I'm now going to head over to Nada so I can start making some energy potions. Before I head over to Nada, I'm actually going to take a little precaution. I'm going to go up to Clan Wars and I'm going to storm the majority of this money in the coffers, just if for any case I die and, you know, I drop it. I don't want to lose the 6.8 mil that I've made from thieving. So there we are, I'm going to keep 335k on me. That should be more than I need for herblore, and I'm going to head down to Nada now and make some energy potions. And there are all the energy potions done. I bought an extra chocolate dust because I wasn't paying attention to how many I had left. As usual, these are the only potions that I tend to keep because they're the only ones I can really utilise. But now that these are all done, I'm gonna probably head over to Hosidius, as I think it might be the fastest way for me to collect snape grass to make prayer potions. That is all the snape grass collected that I need for the prayer potions. I've been using some of the energy potions while doing this so that obviously I don't run out of energy. And I bought some bread from the shop in the middle of Hosidius so that I could stay alive from the hobgoblins because they do a considerable amount of damage. And that will finish up the prayer potions. I have got 95 Toflax to use. I wanted to get 45 Herblore so that I could use up the Irits as well, but I don't think I'm quite going to have enough. Well, I don't think I'm going to have anywhere near enough to be honest. But I may go ahead and get some Greenman's Ales. I believe I can get them in Yanil pub or somewhere. I'll have a look. And I will boost the 1 level just so I can use up these 35 Irits and get them out of the inventory. I'll have to hold on to the Adventise for now because I can't actually make fishing potions, which is the one that I'd be using it for, until level 50. So it sucks, but it's only 1 invent space, and to be honest, herbs are really nice to keep hold of because they're awkward to get anyway. So I'm gonna decant some of these, get rid of the prayer potions, and head over and start doing the agility potions. So it appears like I miscalculated because on this potion here I will actually get 45 Herblore, which now lets me make super attack potions. So I can actually use up these Irits now, and I won't even need the Greenman's Ale. And that is all the agility potions made. I'm now going to head over to Tavali and grab some Eyes of Newt so I can make these. And that's going to finish up all the Herblore I can do for now. I got all the way to 45 Herblore and just over halfway to 46. That's really good for that. I'm just going to drop the rest of these supplies, I don't need them anymore, and I'm going to keep hold of the energy potions so that I can use them, and for now I only have to keep hold of these 4 items, so I actually have 24, if I don't count the energy potion, 24 slots to work with. So the first thing I'm going to do in preparation for Pyramid Plunder is I'm actually going to collect a whole load of super anti-poisons. These spawn in a 1-dose portion near Castle Wars. I'm sure I've showed this before. If I haven't, now you know. And I'm gonna go over to Varrock. I'm actually gonna go get my Chronicle back so I can teleport to Varrock really quickly, and I'm gonna note them at the GE, and then I'm gonna go back and get more. I'm gonna aim for about 400 doses, so that's 100 4-dose potions, and then I will probably head on and work out what I'm going to use for food. And here we have the final dose needed for all the anti-poisons that I'm going to make. So there we go, we got another 22 in here, added on to the 89 we have here. So that gives me 111, really bad maths there. So 111 4-dose super anti-poisons. That will last me for a considerable amount of time. So I'm going to note these up now, and then we will prepare the food. So for the food that I'm going to be using for Pyramid Plunder, at least for the beginning, because if I get a Ferroceptor, this changes every method of food anyway, but until then I am probably going to be using plain pizzas. I'm going to give this a quick test. If it takes too long to make, or if the runs aren't long enough, then I may change it up a bit, but for the time being, plain pizzas heal 7 HP each bite. And obviously I only have 10 HP, which means the max I can effectively heal is 9, because obviously I can't be on 0 health and eat. And 7 is a pretty good healing point. So the plan for this method is to simply camp Wyden's food store. I've filled up 12 buckets here with water, but Wyden sells everything else that I need to make the pizzas. So let's open this up, and I can buy pots of flour, cheese and tomatoes, free on every world. So I'm going to make a whole load of pizza bases, make half the invented pizzas, cook them, and then I'll make the other half afterwards. And there is a full inventory of uncooked pizzas. I'm going to head over to Remington now, and we can try and cook all of these. Hopefully we don't burn too many. I do have like leeway for about 3 of them to burn, because on the first trip I actually need to bring some quest items to actually get access to soften them anyway. Oh, that's the sink, do not use that on there. Right, so let's see how many of these we can get away with not burning. And perfect, I said we had a leeway for 3 burns, and that is the exact amount that I burned. So That is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to head over to the Shanty Pass now and get the items required for the quest. So one quick thing I want to do before I go get the quest items is that I need to go and get my Ardy cloak back, because I dropped it originally, if you remember, for space reasons, but I'm going to be needing this in the future when I'm doing Pyramid Plunder, so I'm just heading over to 2 Pints now. I'm going to pick that back up. So here we are in Shanty Pass. Unfortunately I'm going to have to actually drop a pizza because I completely forgot about the cape, and I need 2 water skins. Technically I only need 1, but I will probably drink 1 before I manage to get to the Wanderer, so I need to make sure I've got 1 that's full, and I'm going to head down to Sophanum now to start the quest. No, I'm not, because I completely forgot that I need to go and get a cat first. Now I'm going to head down to Sophanum to start the quest. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm actually just going to run over here and start the quest and give the Wanderer the 2 items she asks for, and then I'm going to run back to Nada and unnote the super anti-poisons. I think I have to quickly go through the cutscene portion, but I should be able to skip anything else. Right, so now I have access to Sophanum. I don't need this anymore, I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm going to use the exit that's over here. I will be attacked by locusts, but they don't do too much damage as far as I'm aware. And I'm going to run over to Nada so I can unnote the super anti-poisons. And here we are, back in Sophanum. I went and unnoted 2 super anti-poisons, and now I can attempt to do some Pyramid Plunder. So I just died at Pyramid Plunder. That's the first death of probably many. To be fair, it wasn't really my fault. I picked an urn, I got hit by the urn and then poisoned and damaged at the same time. I tried to drink the potion and then eat, but if you don't know, you can't actually do it in that order. You have to eat and then drink the potion. So it didn't actually eat, and then I clicked the urn again and failed again and died. But to be honest, doing Pyramid Plunder isn't actually that bad. It's about 200k an hour, and I reckon I can get over 100k with 1 inventory, and that's without the scepter. If I manage to get the scepter, then it's going to be even quicker. It's going to be like twice the speed of RD Knights, so I may do this all the way to 99. And here we have coming in on the door, 92 Phoebe. I'm definitely going to stay here, by the way, because the XP rate here, even with me dying twice and not having a scepter, is about 50% more than the XP rate I'd get at RD Knights. I haven't had a scepter yet, so it's still pretty annoying, because I've actually resorted to using Choc Ice for food, because I can just run over to Nada, unnote some super anti-poison, and I can buy the Choc Ice there. They heal 6 each, so it's not that bad. It saves me a lot of time trying to go outside the desert and get food elsewhere. For the time being, I think I'm actually just going to farm a scepter. If you don't know how this is done, I might show a run, I might show a clip and demonstrate how to do this. It's usually done by bots to make money, but I need the scepter for thieving training, so I might give that a go, and then I'll train with the scepter, which should be upwards of 200k thieving XP per hour. So I decided to record over this sped up clip of me attempting to farm a scepter. I actually did this for a lot longer than this clip displays, so don't be fooled into thinking that this is a really fast way to get one. It actually took me multiple hours, but as you'll see in a moment, I did finally get a scepter, and this now changes the way I can do Pyramid Plunder. We finally have the scepter. I'm actually going to go and teleport to Ardy and start with the new method that I want to use. This one will be a lot quicker XP, and I won't have to worry about making pizzas. So obviously I can teleport up to Ardy using the Ardy cloak. I don't have any artifacts on me right now, but if I did, I'd fill up all my inventory except for like 2 spaces. And then I'd unnote 2 super anti-poisons, and then drop all the artifacts, and then I can run up to the baker store. I'm going to go to the left hand one because it's closer, and I can trade with the baker. I can buy 3 cakes, and I'm going to hop worlds a bunch of times and just fill up with cakes. Now that that is done, I'm going to just quickly run over to this bank and unnote 1 super anti-poison. Like I said before, normally I would have an invent full of artifacts so I could do this first, but I had to fill up the invent so that I only withdrew 1. I'm going to use 1.5 this next run, but then I'm going to teleport up to Clan Wars, and I'm going to restore the energy, which obviously I've got loads at the moment, but I haven't been doing proper runs. If I had, then my energy would be quite low. So I'm going to go up to Clan Wars, restore the energy, and teleport back down to Pyramid Plunder. And there we go. Now we go back to Pyramid Plunder. And we start thieving. And there we have the second scepter of Progress to 99 thieving. So I'm just going to smack that in there. I don't really need to, but it's kind of cool, and it's also useful if I forget to recharge the other one. And here we have on this urn, oh, if we don't fail it. Oh, no, I'm just going to keep failing it apparently. And there is 93 thieving. And here we have 94 thieving. And there is 95 thieving. 96 thieving. 97 thieving. And there we have 98 thieving. It's the final stretch for 99 now. So here we are, 11 XP away from 99 thieving, and I've got to say I'm super glad that I switched to Pyramid Plunder because the XP was almost twice as fast as Ardy Knights. I know I lose out on the money, but honestly I can get it back later, I'm not bothered. During my time at Pyramid Plunder I actually gained 5 scepters, which is worth about 10 mil. I've dropped these over to another account and I'll be using the money for bonds. If any of you remember in episode 4, this is where we receive the Rocky Pet, only to lose it moments later. So in honour of him, this is where we will get the 99 thieving. And there we go. 99 thieving on the account. Which means we can now get the thieving skill cape. The main reason I did this is that the skill cape perk actually allows me to thieve certain NPCs without fail, mainly the Master Farmer. This will come in massively handy when we go back to doing farming. For the time being though, I'm not going to buy the cape just yet, as I have something in mind beforehand which you will see in the next episode. So before we wrap up this video, I just wanted to say that I've been making videos for the last couple of months now, and even though these clips are pre-recorded, and obviously a lot more episodes are out now that I'm saying this, but the support that I've had so far is absolutely amazing. I appreciate all the comments and every single like that everyone gives. It is motivating me to make more and more of these videos. I've had a lot of comments mentioning about the microphone, and rest assured that will be changed soon. In the next couple of weeks I will have a new microphone, a much better one, so in the upcoming episodes you should notice a huge difference. Lastly, I've recently set up a Twitter, as a couple of people have asked for this. There's not much on it, but my Twitter will be in the description if you'd like to follow me, and hopefully I can add a few things in there in the future, maybe some teasers and mention in upcoming episodes. With all that said, hit that like button if you've enjoyed it, leave a comment down below because I always appreciate the feedback, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I'll see you all next time.